But in this video, we're going to show you how to calculate an estimate for the mean from a grouped frequency table. So the frequency table means it has frequencies of things. The frequency table means it has frequencies. The grouped bit means it actually groups. So it tells you how many bits of data lay in it tells you how many bits of data fall within a certain group. So this first group being 0 to 3 pens. So everybody in this group has either 0, 1, 2, or 3 pens, and there's 10 people. So to do it with a calculator, it's really, really fast, but you do need to go to stat mode. And you need to put in 2 columns. So list 1 is going to be number of pens. List 2 is going to be the frequencies. But what you can't do is put in 0 to 3. Just in the same way as you would with a longhand method, you need to use your best guess for this. And you're going to assume that everybody in that group has 1.5 pens. You use the midpoint. So the midpoint of 1 and 3, if you're not sure, sorry, the midpoint of 0 and 3 is 0 plus 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5. The midpoint of 4 and 6 is 5. The midpoint of 7 and 9 is 8. And the midpoint of 10 and 11 is 10.5. Then you just put the frequencies in. Put the frequencies in list 2. So that's going to be 10, 6, 2, and 1. And 1, and then so the table's set up. Then you need to go to calc and you need to go to set. You need to tell it if that it's a frequency table, or if it's already set, then you need to leave it. In this case, this is set up for a list of numbers. So this is a list 1, 1, which would be fine if you just had one list of numbers. But if it's a frequency table, you need to tell the calculator that list 2 is the frequency of the variable, as in number of pens. This list 2 is frequency, so you need to write list 2. Execute. So list 1, list 2 is the setup for a frequency table. So then you press 1 var. It's only one variable, number of pens. It will always be 1 var unless you're dealing with a scatter graph. And then your first check is n. N is 19, which should correspond to 10 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. So that is 19. Good news. So the estimate for the mean, well, the mean is this value here, the x with a little line over the top, 3.76 pens to 3 significant figures. It does say about modal class there. Modal class, you wouldn't use a calculator. Modal class just means which class has the highest frequency. So that would be 0 to 3. So just a quick summary for how to use a group frequency table to estimate the mean within Casio FX calculator, fx-CG50, CG10, CG20. Make sure you use midpoints. So the data needs to be midpoints of the groups, of the classes. Make sure you have the frequency table set up, and remember that the mean is this x with the little line over the top.